It's time I tell you a story. A story of a cub not much bigger than you.
So just to be clear, we're not in this story?
There's a lot of stories with all of us. Tell one of those.
I love this movie. Like, I think I like it more than the first one for a multitude of reasons. It's incredible. Remember the animals emote? Like, they all look great. But look, this has to be an intimidating role to step into. Mufasa obviously was played by the legendary James Earl Jones, but I love what you bring to this role. I absolutely love it. Aaron, in what ways does Mufasa's journey reflect the themes of resilience, found family, and brotherhood in the film?
Wow, I think, for me, Mufasa is such a special character. And I think how special it is to me is certainly amplified tenfold because it was first originated and voiced by a hero of mine. I think what's so beautiful about this particular prequel is that we get to see in the 1994 original, we meet Mufasa and he is king. He is the pinnacle of his community. He has an abundance of wisdom. He's got everything set and in place. And now we get to understand the trajectory from his point A to that point. And he didn't start there. He started as someone who was separated from his family, an orphan, ostracized, dismissed, and labeled. And I think that brings an element of this that is really human, right? Ironically, you know. And I think that's something that we can all be inspired by, you know. Absolutely. That he started here and he got there. It's possible for all of us, you know. Yeah.
Love that. I love that. Kelvin, Taka is such an intriguing character. My heart breaks for him. Not gonna lie. But this is different than the Scar that we know. What was your favorite aspect of exploring the bond between Taka and Mufasa, and how their adventures and dynamic foreshadow what we know in the future between the two?
I was like kind of excited to have this like little brother effect. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of following him around and looking up to him, but at the same time feeling entitled to a certain idea of who he's supposed to be and how he's supposed to be treated, and kind of it's almost like that kid who's super privileged but hasn't stepped foot in the real world and kind of get like everyone's like, hey brother, it don't work like this outside. You know what I mean? So he's kind of getting a lot of he's growing up, he's coming of age, and that's always fun. I love a coming of age lion. It's just so
you love a coming of age story.
I love a coming of age story, but specifically for this movie, a coming of age lion.
Yeah.
I love that. So it was cool. I just wanted to be playful and young and a big open heart.
Incredible. Now, Tiffany, can you describe Sarabi's interaction with Mufasa and Taka and how that kind of lays the groundwork for their future relationship, and what challenges Sarabi faces as a young lioness that's getting molded into the queen?
Yeah, I think similarly she's like separated from family and she's kind of orphaned, and she's kind of wants to be a loner, right? And she stumbles upon these kind of, I think she kind of looks at them at first like two bumbling idiots. And she's like, what are these two guys, right? And so I think her relationship with them slowly is like going from a place, at least with Mufasa, a place of like apprehension and being like, okay, to great respect, and then with Taka a little bit different. You know,
it just stays the same.
But yeah, I think once she joins this community and finds safety in it, then she's able to kind of step into like her womanhood and be more vulnerable and a little less hard, I think. And I think that's a beautiful thing to watch happen for her.
Every song in this is a banger. Every single song is incredible. Can you talk about working with Lin-Manuel Miranda to get the songs in this film?
It was such a blessing. Lin-Manuel Miranda he is just so elite at what he does. He is so top level, top tier. And as we all know, Lin-Manuel Miranda does not make an album that consists of any skips.
Yes.
He makes albums that are straight bangers, and this was no exception. So it was a wonderful experience.
Switching gears for a second, look, I'm really excited for you to play the Green Lantern. That is the
Thank
character,
you,
when I was a kid, that's who I saw myself as on screen, so I'm really happy that they're going with Jon Stewart. Now, I know that you can't talk about the Green Lantern, so I'm gonna ask the two of you, what are you excited to see him bring to the role as the Green Lantern?
Go put us in trouble.
Right. We signed NDAs as his friend.
Well, no,
we can't do
that. I'm just excited to see either one of these guys, you know, step into their next role and do great things. You know what I mean? It's just, our generation of Black actors seeing each other grow up and
I know,
do great
it's been really
things. Every
cool.
time I see someone book something, I don't feel any jealousy or any rivalry. I'm just always like, oh, I'm just so happy that we're working and people are getting the opportunity.
Yes.
So I'm excited for you. So
Absolutely.
excited.
Now, last question I have for you guys. Barry Jenkins, he knocked it out of the park. Absolutely incredible
always,
job.
yeah.
He's incredible. What did you guys learn from working with him on this film? And talk to me about your experience with him.
I learned that Barry is silly.
Barry is silly.
Like, I always thought, oh, Barry must be so serious.
He would take the camera off and be giggling. And I'd be like, Barry, we hear you. You enjoy in there laughing.
Right. Over there cracking
It was
up.
like, y'all are just funny. We just don't want to take y'all out of it.
Right.
But they would just come up with jokes constantly.
Yeah. He's really fun, a really fun director. That's surprising to me. That was surprising.
And he's always dropping gems. Always dropping gems. So generous with his experience and his knowledge. So yeah.
Incredible. Well, look, thank you guys so much for your time. The film is absolutely incredible. I can't wait for people to see this. Mufasa's a fantastic film. Thank you guys
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Finally, food. If you take my life, you will never find where you are going. Parker, do not eat him. Wonderful. Another we're not supposed to eat.